10 herbs associated with money and prosperity. Basil, with its vibrant green leaves and sweet aroma, was not just a simple culinary herb in the ancient world. It was a potent symbol of wealth and prosperity. Ancient cultures, particularly in Europe, believed basil held a magical power to attract money. They would often place sprigs of basil in their homes, believing it would draw fortune to the household, and perhaps more tellingly, they kept it near their most treasured valuables, such as in chests and coin pouches, as a sort of botanical guardian of riches. The idea was simple. If you carry basil, money will find its way to you. This belief gave rise to a common saying, when you carry basil in your purse, it will draw money to you. This folklore persisted despite the fact that scholars like the Greek physician Dioscorides primarily documented basil's medicinal properties in his renowned work, De Materia Medica. In Italian folklore, the association was so strong that basil earned the nickname, the herb of prosperity. It was a familiar sight for merchants and farmers to place a pot of basil by their storefront or field to attract customers and ensure a bountiful harvest. These traditions show us that for our ancestors, wealth was not just about gold and silver. It was about abundance and good fortune, all embodied in the humble, yet powerful, basil plant. Up next is cinnamon. Beyond its warm, inviting aroma, cinnamon holds a history of immense value and prestige. In the ancient world, it was so incredibly sought after that it was quite literally worth its weight in gold. As one of the most highly prized commodities, cinnamon was a cornerstone of ancient trade, traveling along long and arduous routes and serving as a form of currency itself. For our ancestors, those fragrant cinnamon sticks weren't just for cooking. They were a symbol of wealth and abundance. The Roman historian Pliny the Elder even noted the spice's immense value and rarity. Its worth was so great that Roman Emperor Nero, in a spectacular display of his riches, reportedly burned a year's supply of cinnamon at his wife's funeral. To maintain their lucrative monopoly, cunning traders created fantastical stories about the spice's origins. They claimed it was harvested from the nests of mythical birds on remote mountaintops, a perilous task that only added to its mystique and drove its price even higher. This rich and intriguing history shows us that cinnamon was much more than a spice. It was a testament to luxury, power, and the lengths people would go to acquire it. Next up is clove. Consider a clove small, dark, and seemingly simple. Yet, in ancient times, this spice was considered a magnet for money and a powerful symbol of good fortune. Its strong, unique aroma made it highly prized and incredibly expensive, a luxury that only the wealthy could afford. This rarity and high value led to the belief that cloves possessed a mystical ability to attract riches and prosperity. People would create small charms and sachets, filling them with cloves and carrying them in their pockets or placing them in their homes, confident that the spice's power would draw wealth to them. In some cultures, it was believed that the distinct scent of cloves had a magnetic quality, not just for people but for money itself. It became a common and trusted practice to carry a few dried cloves in a small pouch to ensure financial stability and continuous good fortune. This timeless tradition reminds us of the fascinating ways our ancestors connected with the natural world. It shows us how something as simple as a spice could hold such deep meaning, and it teaches us to appreciate the subtle magic found in the very things we often take for granted. Our next herb is the gentle chamomile. Beyond its delicate petals and soothing aroma, chamomile holds a surprisingly powerful history connected to prosperity and good fortune. While most of us know it for its calming properties, ancient traditions viewed this herb as a harbinger of abundance. The quiet, humble nature of the chamomile plant was seen as a sign of its ability to attract good things without fanfare. It was often a key ingredient in rituals aimed at drawing in wealth, as people believed its gentle energy could help manifest a prosperous and abundant life. This connection was so strong that a common folk saying advised, "Wash your hands in chamomile tea before gambling or a business deal to ensure good luck." In some European traditions, a person could simply carry a sachet of dried chamomile to invite a stroke of luck. It was a staple in prosperity spells, with the belief that it would ensure any financial endeavor would be successful and fruitful. This lore reminds us that a sense of well-being is deeply tied to feeling prosperous, a belief our ancestors understood perfectly. It shows us that true wealth can be found in the feeling of peace and success that this simple flower has offered for centuries. Next on our list is dill. To the ancient Greeks and Romans, dill was far more than a simple herb. It was a powerful symbol of prosperity and a good omen for business. For merchants, in particular, it held a special significance. They would often carry a sprig of dill with them, believing that its presence would bring them good fortune in their trade and help increase their wealth. This belief was so widespread that it even gave rise to a common saying, "Dill is good luck for a merchant," a phrase found in historical sources that speaks to the herb's reputation as a bringer of success. In ancient Rome, the herb was so valued that it became a visible sign of a family's wealth and good standing. During celebrations and feasts, a home would be decorated with dill to symbolize abundance and to celebrate a prosperous life. The Romans saw it as an herb of celebration, honoring the good fortune they believed it helped bring. This rich history reminds us how deeply our ancestors valued nature's gifts, seeing not just flavor in a plant, but a tangible connection to good fortune and success. Next, we will visit the spicy herb ginger. In ancient times, ginger was far more than a simple remedy for a cough or a cold. With its fiery kick and vibrant energy, it was a potent symbol of good fortune and success across various cultures. People believed that this root had an innate ability to promote wealth and positive outcomes, especially in the world of business. This belief was so strong that in some cultures, merchants would chew on a piece of ginger before a negotiation, believing it would sharpen their minds and bring a prosperous deal. The Chinese, in particular, held a deep respect for its power, often citing the saying, "Good fortune flows where ginger grows." This isn't just a quaint piece of folklore. It's a window into a time when our ancestors saw a deeper connection between nature's gifts and human success. Today, as we add a slice of ginger to our tea or a dish, we connect with that rich history. So, the next time you feel its warm spice, remember that you're not just enjoying a flavor, you're partaking in a tradition that has celebrated good fortune, ambition, and the simple, profound power of a humble root for centuries. Next up is mint. From ancient Roman marketplaces to modern-day gardens, the refreshing scent of mint has always been popular, but its appeal goes far deeper than a pleasant aroma. In ancient times, this fragrant herb was closely linked to prosperity and success. People believed that carrying a few mint leaves in their purses or wallets would help attract wealth and keep money flowing in. This idea was so widespread that it even found its way into scholarly observation. The Roman historian Pliny the Elder once noted that the very smell of mint excites the mind to an appetite for food. This sense of stimulating a physical hunger was extended to a spiritual one, a hunger for prosperity and success. Greek mythology also tells a story of mint's powerful origins. A nymph named Mont was transformed into the plant by a jealous goddess. Ever since, mint has been associated with attracting wealth and riches. This belief was put into practice by Roman and Greek merchants, who would rub mint leaves on their hands and the surfaces of their shops, hoping to draw in customers and good fortune. This rich history reminds us that even the simplest things in our world can hold the most profound stories, offering a beautiful connection to the past and the enduring human desire for a prosperous, abundant life. Rosemary is next on our list of herbs that have a history of being associated with wealth and prosperity. Beyond its fresh, pine-like aroma and its classic association with memory, rosemary holds a fascinating history as a symbol of prosperity and abundance. In ancient times, people believed this resilient herb had a powerful ability to attract positive energy and good fortune. This wasn't just a fleeting idea. It was a deeply held belief that led them to use rosemary not only to aid in remembrance, but also to invite success into their businesses and homes. A folk saying captures this perfectly: rosemary for remembrance and money to lend. In many Mediterranean cultures, a simple sprig of rosemary was a staple in home blessings. It was used to ensure not just good health and happiness, but also financial stability. People believed it had the unique ability to protect the wealth of a household, acting as a safeguard against it being wasted or lost. This rich folklore teaches us that our ancestors saw a deeper connection between the gifts of nature and the fortunes of life. The next time you encounter a rosemary plant, remember that you're looking at more than just a fragrant herb. You're looking at a centuries-old symbol of protection, prosperity, and the enduring human hope for a bountiful life. Our next herb is thyme. To the ancients, the unassuming thyme plant, with its woody stems and tiny leaves, was a profound symbol of courage and strength. This powerful association wasn't limited to the battlefield. It was believed that thyme's essence could also bring prosperity and success to business ventures, as both endeavors required great bravery and resilience. A saying found in historical herbals perfectly captures this dual belief: thyme will bring you courage and money. This conviction was so widespread that in the Middle Ages, ladies would present sprigs of thyme to their knights as a token of courage and a wish for success in their quests. This powerful symbolism gracefully transitioned into the world of commerce, where the herb was used to imbue strength into business dealings and ensure favorable outcomes. The next time you encounter thyme, whether in a recipe or a garden, remember that you're not just looking at an aromatic plant. You are connecting with a timeless tradition that valued courage and determination. It's a beautiful reminder that our greatest successes, both in business and in life, are often rooted in the simple, unwavering strength we carry within. Finally, we have nutmeg. Even though it is small, nutmeg holds a rich and surprising history. In ancient times, this prized spice was a powerful symbol of wealth due to its rarity and incredibly high cost. Its sheer value led people to associate it with good luck, and it was often carried as a charm to attract money and fortune. The Roman historian Pliny the Elder famously complained about the exorbitant cost of spices from the East, noting that the expense of nutmeg and others was beyond all bounds, a true testament to their value. This incredible demand and high price eventually led to conflict. By the 17th century, nutmeg was so valuable that European powers went to war for control of its trade. Merchants and traders, knowing its power, would often carry a whole nutmeg in their pockets, both as a proud display of their own wealth and as a personal charm for continued good fortune. This fascinating history shows us that nutmeg was much more than a spice. It was a driving force of commerce, a symbol of power, and a testament to the fact that some of the greatest treasures in the world come in the smallest packages. Be sure and type your favorite herb or spice below, and check out some of my favorite herb-related products by visiting my Amazon affiliate links in the description area below. Thanks for watching.